This arrived in the mail today. It's a Giffin Grip, but not only that, it's a Giffin Grip Mini, which would fit on my Shimpo Aspire wheel. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm excited to try out this Giffin Grip Mini. I've heard about Giffin Grips before, but the ones that I've seen are quite big and they don't fit on my Shimpo Aspire wheel, which has a smaller wheel head. Now, I love trimming, but I hate centering. I can't tap center yet. The process of centering a pot on the wheel is quite laborious for me. It takes a while to put it on the wheel, check whether it's centered, nudge it a bit, if not, and just keep on going doing that process. Sometimes it takes me quite a few minutes before I can actually start trimming. I heard that a Giffin Grip makes the centering process a lot easier. But not only that, you would also be able to trim pieces that are not the usual straight side or mug pieces or bowls, but you could also trim pieces like a jug. Usually a jug is quite hard to trim because it has a narrow head. Putting it upside down like that on the wheel and trying to put clay lugs on the bottom there doesn't really balance the piece too well. You could use a chuck, but for the pieces that I've just thrown last week, the top of that jug doesn't quite fit the chuck that I have. So if we look here, that piece there was pretty much similar to that. When I had that on the wheel with clay lugs to secure it down, it kind of fell over because it was top heavy. When it was like that, it was top heavy and it broke the lip. And so I tried to save it by just carving that down, trying to create an elegant shape there, and we'll see how it pours. I'm excited about trying the Giffin Grip Mini to trim these little jugs. And I have quite a few of these pieces. Come along, I'll show you. So here we are at my wheel, and I'm just going to get my stool. I would also need to get my trimming tools. Okay, let's unbox this. So it comes with a little letter and a registration form. So here's the wheel head ready to go. So those are the ones that fit my Shimpo. So let's see if we can put this on. Yeah, there you go. How easy is that? And here are all the little bits and pieces. And there's 3 of each because there's 3 bits. I think for my jugs I'll need to use the tall one. So let's use that one. I love it when packaging is just cardboard like that with no styrofoam, and it would be better again if that tape was paper tape, but it just feels like it's nice and compact and I can just store everything in here. Now I think we slide it in like that, like that, like that. And the idea is when you rotate it, these pieces, these holders go closer until your piece is centered. Now that is so handy. So let's try with this jug here. Put it in and turn it until the holders hug it nicely. That feels nice and snug. And then what I need to do is press that locking mechanism so that it holds it in place. And let's give this a whirl, shall we? Wow, that does feel so centered. Okay, let's give this a try. Now, my piece might be slightly on the harder side, but so far it feels it's very firm. And you can see that instead of ribbons, it's actually a bit more powdery than ideal. But Everything seems to be centered. And I'm just gonna use a different tool, I guess. Okay, let's try this one. And with this piece, I feel like the bottom was a bit heavy, and so I'm gonna take quite a lot off the bottom. Wow, this feels like a game changer for trimming. Didn't have to worry about damaging the spout on my little jug. So far, the grip has really been gripping my piece. Even when occasionally, because this is speckled buff stoneware, occasionally it snags on probably a bigger piece of grog. But so far, it's been keeping it centered. Very pleased. I think this tool is amazing. Oh wow. I am pretty happy about that. Now I just unlock that and turn it that way, and it releases. And look at that. I mean, I'm really happy about that trimming tool. Very happy. So I'm gonna trim the rest of these ones. Okay, so now that we're done, as I mentioned earlier, my piece was probably more on the drier side, and I think there might be some of the bits in the middle there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of these holders out, just pop it up like that, take this off. Now, what I can do is take the top and the bottom plate off. That. And it should just come apart like that. And there we go. Can clean up the middle bit now. And the pieces will just pop back in again. Like so. So, I'm gonna clean that up later, but let's talk more about this beauty. So what can I say about the Giffin Grip Mini? I love that it comes in a compact box, so I can keep that as for storage as well, to keep it from being damaged. I love the different options holder. There's one here that's called a sake stick, and these are intended to trim small pieces. Let's have a look. So all of the sticks are in place, and we rotate to tighten. It's like a screw, so you go righty-tighty, and you can see that those pieces are coming closer together. I haven't actually thrown anything that small yet. Let's pretend that this little jar here is something that I've thrown on the pottery wheel. It's centered. And that's how easy it is to center a piece on a Giffin Grip Mini. The one that I use today is the tall slider, but I'm looking forward to trying out the other ones, like the plate sliders and the bowl sliders. Those are the shapes that I actually usually make. Now let's talk about size. It is slightly smaller than the Shimpo Aspire bat, which means you'll be able to trim most of the things that you make on this bat on the Giffin Grip Mini. So, was it worth it? For me, as a beginner potter, I think this is totally worth it. I know that there are some people who think you're not a real potter if you can't tap center, but I believe in getting tools that make life easier for you, and the Giffin Grip Mini definitely made life easier for me when I was trimming those little jugs. I especially love it that it fits the Shimpo Aspire. For me, the combination of the Shimpo Aspire wheel that fits my nice small space and the Giffin Grip Mini is perfect. I hope this video is useful for you to decide whether the Giffin Grip Mini is something that you need to get your hands on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.